Hi, this is Patrick Henry from QuestFusion with The Real Deal, What Matters. I'm here today with the co-founders of Podify, a very cool company we're going to talk about today. Bryan and Renaud, who I've known for many years, who's pretty much reached the pinnacle of excellence in personal training in the personal training industry, and his partner Matt Eeles, who I guess these guys have known each other a long time, and excited to talk about Podify today and learn a little bit more about it. So why don't you guys just tell me a little bit about your backgrounds, you know, what you did before Podify and how you got interested in something like this.
Yeah, it sounds good. So I've been a personal trainer for the last 15 years, running my own business, and Pat has been a good client of mine. And I've got about 75 clients that I've been working on, and finally decided that there needed to be another solution out there to help people like me manage and grow their businesses. So my best friend and I, Matt, this is where we've gotten to on this map.
Yeah, a lot of my experience has been in biz development. Invested in a local startup here and got into tech about 4 years ago. Been a full-time entrepreneur the last 3 years, but the bulk of my resume has been in sales.
Okay, awesome. So why don't you tell us a little bit about Podify? What is it? How did you come up with the idea for it?
I'll let you take the honors.
Okay, so I mean the idea came from really myself and Bryan meeting one night in Whole Foods, and just
over a beer,
getting a burger and a beer on a Wednesday night, and just discussing some of the pain points that he has every day. You know, managing a complete business, right? He doesn't really have any availability, and you know, a couple of interactions with another professional that we saw walking through, and we just kind of came up with the idea and thought there's something here we should dig deep on, and we spent the next 3 weeks really digging deep, and it turned into something pretty remarkable.
Cool. So what exactly is Podify? Is it a product or a service, or what exactly do you guys do?
So Podify is a platform for like a marketplace for health and fitness professionals. So for people like me, personal trainers, to manage the back end of their business with scheduling and billing, client management, communication. So really managing my business. But in addition to that, the idea of a pod is a team of health and fitness professionals working together to try to grow each other's businesses. And so how that works as a personal trainer is that I've got a group of other professionals like a chiropractor and a massage therapist and physical therapist that I refer all my clients to. So this platform will allow professionals to share their clients, offering their clients the services that they're looking for. And we've built a referral engine on the back end to really incentivize and reward that referral making process. So trying to add another revenue stream into a professional's business in addition to more clients through these warm lead referrals.
Okay. And then, so as I understand it though, with like chiropractors and people that there's some type of state or federal regulation around it, I don't know if it's HIPAA compliance or what it is. Now, can those people that are also you consider kind of in your network, can they work on Podify as professionals, or do you need to come up with another product down the road, or how does that work relative to like massage therapists and personal trainers?
So basically, in this we're in this beta phase that we're in, and we're really going to be focusing on the health and fitness, the pre-medical type of professionals.
Okay.
And those professionals, there are no HIPAA compliant regulations.
Okay.
So that you can get paid for referrals. Our hope is that we're going to test out this platform, see if we get some market validation with the platform, and then we can build it out so then that way we can incorporate other types of professionals that have HIPAA compliance or need insurance capacity for billing, and then also they may have like an office with a secretary there, and there are multiple people there. Right now, Podify is really for that solo entrepreneur to run their business. And as we prove out the model, we will be able to hopefully get those types of professionals on it as we build it out, as well as for like the enterprise, for like a desktop version for a bigger office versus just the one person.
Yeah, that'll be more of our phase 2, the enterprise.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So well, there's two kind of directions I want to go in with this kind of around Podify. One is the fitness pro that basically works for a big gym. You know, the big gym takes what, half their revenue? At least half their revenue. So a lot of these people, guys and girls, they want to get out on their own and do this, but then they have to do the business development around, you know, building their own business, having their own shingle, so to speak, out there. How does Podify assist in that? Or are you basically already, you know, waiting for people to be out, or, you know, what's kind of the business development element of it around the pros?
Yeah, I think it's actually best for you to speak a bit about your experience with PAC and how you had a few outside of it.
Exactly. I actually think that one of our advisors, so we're in the incubator Evo Nexus downtown, and one of our advisors there explained it best, kind of saying, Podify, you know, is going to help the person who's already running their own business manage it, but the person who's stuck at the gym and dependent upon that pool of clients to be able to have their business will help bridge the gap to get them to running their own business.
Okay.
Because the kind of life cycle is, you start as a 24-hour fitness trainer, prove it out that you're good and get enough clients, then you move to a Pacific Athletic Club or a sporting club, a bigger, or the Bridges Country Club.
Yeah.
And then you're kind of at the top of the food chain working for someone else, and it's just a natural progression is to start trying to build your own business, because that's where you're going to make the money. You know, I worked at Pacific Athletic Club for about 2.5, 3 years, and they took 40 to 50% of every session that I did.
Okay.
And I was at the top of the food chain there. They take mostly 60 to 75% of
Wow.
a lot of, and especially at like Fit, they take almost 75% of every session.
Wow.
So trainers are making $20 an hour take home. So the natural progression is I need a business on my own, but they may be good at training, but they don't know how to manage their schedule and market themselves. So I think Podify will help those professionals kind of have a business in a box to help manage it, and at the same time they can earn more revenue.
Okay.
And I think another important thing for people to realize is trainers at the gym, because they're losing 60-70% of their revenue, they do have a pool of clients outside of the gym, in-home clients as well, where they're taking 100%. So our strategy is really to service the people outside of the gym, and then over time that scale will tip, because they'll have more referral sources over here. They'll start building their outside of the gym clientele, and then be able to make that full leap.
Okay. So basically, you can be an accelerator
Correct.
for the, you know, fitness professional that's kind of on the fence, working both sides of it.
Totally. Yeah.
Because you facilitate the business development. Now, what's the benefit for clients? You know, somebody like me that, you know, I'm not a personal trainer, but I've used personal trainers. I use massage therapists. I mean, what's the benefit for me? Why would I do this instead of just calling you up and saying, hey, you know, I want to schedule an appointment?
Yeah.
And I'll actually speak to this on the client side, because I receive the pain all the time with people I work with. I think the big thing for me personally is transparency. You know, you've obviously done personal training with Bryan before, and texting, you know, what you're opening, he texts you back, I've got 2 slots, you text back. It can go a day just trying to solidify that appointment, which matches your availability. What we've done is we've allowed clients to be able to tap into the schedule of their pro, see the availability, get instant gratification, book their appointment with their credit card on file. They don't need to worry about going to an ATM, writing a check, remembering to bring payment. It's all taken care of, kind of like what Uber have done a really good job at. And then I think the other key thing is, you know, how the industry works is, and I've asked Bryan before, do you know a good chiropractor? You know, you go online, you don't know who's good and who isn't. Sure. So you go to the people that have the most credibility, the people you trust. Well, now instead of me even having to contact my personal trainer to find out who's the best chiro, who's the best massage therapist, I can actually get to all of this within the app. So I can get instant gratification on consuming other services as well.
Okay, cool. And then how do you guys make money? Do you make money from the clients, or is there push ads or pay-per-click ads, or is it just on the referral service, or how do you guys make money?
So the platform is transactional. So the way we've done Podify is that the app will be free to download. The scheduling platform will be free to use. So I could get on Podify, use it to manage my schedule. All of my clients will now have access to my schedule and the features that we've built into that, which are very cool. Things like penciled ins and client preferences. We've built a lot of things to try to help increase efficiency on the schedule. So we're giving that free to the pros. And our goal is to try to build up a user base of professionals using it as their scheduling system. Okay. The billing system is an optional feature. So a professional can choose to use it with all of their clients, none of their clients, half of their clients, the ones that are always late paying and never, always forget their checkbooks, and those kind of clients. If they just want to get rid of that pain point, they could put those clients on the automated system. Okay. And so just like Uber, you get in the car, take your ride, get out, shut the door, you're charged, and there's a receipt on your phone. It'll be the same thing on Podify. You come in for your workout from 9 to 10 a.m., and at 10:05, the system knows the workout is done. Client gets charged, and the personal trainer will get the money in the account the next day.
Okay.
And so Podify takes 7.5% is the transactional fee.
Okay.
And that is a sliding scale down as a professional does volume over the course of the week. So.
Okay. So that portion of Podify, if I understand it correctly, kind of competes with Square, because like if I go to my massage therapist, she'll swipe my card through the Square thing, I get a receipt, that kind of stuff.
Yep.
So how is this more integrated, or is this kind of what's the benefits of doing it this way versus Square? Because I've never used Square as somebody that charges people.
Yep.
So does it integrate with my QuickBooks and my small business stuff, or does yours, or how does that work?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good question, and I think Square is known as a billing solution.
Yeah.
They've recently brought scheduling to the market, but that's very, very recent. I think Square still doesn't have that business development component, being able to link to a pod and provide other services.
Sure.
I think the reporting we'll do within the app, but I think it's really that complete solution in one. There's another company called Mind Body Online as well that have been around doing the scheduling and billing maybe a little bit longer than Square, but both solutions are kind of missing the pod element, which is why we think we're going to have a good chance of kind of claiming the market, even people that are using Square, because we're going to give them something extra.
Okay, cool.
And so just to elaborate on that, so Square takes 2.9% plus 30 cents every time you swipe.
Okay.
The client still needs to bring in the credit card to swipe every time.
Okay.
So with the 3% that you're going to pay out basically to Square, we're going to be a couple points more. We're also doing the scheduling. We're also funneling clients in right through the other professionals that pro is connected to. And then in addition, we're building a bunch of other components. I think that will be such value adds for a professional, like affiliate channels with supplements and products that pros will be able to increase additional revenue. And then with Square, you won't make any money on a referral out. So we're giving the professional multiple streams of additional revenue for the extra couple percentage points that they will pay for Podify versus a Square.
Okay. All right. Cool. So there's a benefit for the pro to use the integrated solution as opposed to cobbling together a couple different solutions.
Exactly.
Correct. And there's no hardware needed for Podify. With Square, you need the device.
Okay.
So.
I guess the other thing is with Square, I have to actually show up for you to get paid.
Yep.
Whereas on Podify, if I'm on no-show, I'll get billed, because no-shows are kind of a big issue in your industry.
Yeah, cancellations are, they can run anywhere from 10% or more of my total sessions during the week. Because at the end of the day, I'm selling a workout. And so if you're a busy man, and if you had a meeting and a conference call and kids and there's 1,000,001 excuses to try to get out of a workout.
Sure.
And if you have a late cancellation policy in place, you still got to be able to collect on that.
Sure.
And it's the industry is relationships, and in order to keep relationships good with my clients, a lot of times you just let that slide. And I think with a system like Podify, the platform can be the mediator between that. So then that way a relationship can be strong, taking the money out of the situation. And if a client goes to cancel after the appointment cutoff time for that professional, the system will say, you'll be charged. Do you want to confirm this?
Sure.
And maybe what happens is we actually increase showing up for the appointments.
Yeah.
Because people understand that they're actually going to be losing money. So I hope that helps. That helps the efficiency of.
Well, at a gym, it always works that way. So if
Yeah.
I've got an appointment and I don't give them 24 hours notice, I get charged.
Yeah.
And they already have my billing information.
Yeah.
So this allows you to duplicate that
Yeah.
for
Yep.
individual proprietorships.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. So do you guys have is the product deployed, or where are you guys at from a product development standpoint?
Yeah, so we currently have our web app, which is getting tied up right now and almost ready to be tested by probably about 20 professionals.
Yeah.
We released a version 1 of it a while ago, took the feedback, made it more mobile friendly, and that's going to be probably released within the next week.
Okay.
And then in terms of our mobile, I don't even want to touch on the mobile product.
Yeah, so our goal is we're going to try to get to market within the next week with the web application.
Okay.
So you'll be able to use it on your computer. You'll also be able to use it on Safari, let's say on your phone, right? We're also in the middle of building the iOS mobile app.
Sure.
That is probably, maybe 4 weeks or 6 weeks, but development always takes longer than expected. So we're hoping that by the start of the year, when the health and fitness industry is at its peak, people are excited to get into working out again, and professionals are busy, we will have the mobile app available for professionals. So in that way, the web platform and the mobile app would do the same thing. The mobile app would just be a lot sleeker and easier to use for the day-to-day, hour-by-hour stuff. And then the deeper reporting and performance metrics that a professional may want to look at the end of the day or end of the week, they'll be able to do those on the desktop.
Okay, cool. So we haven't talked about money yet. So do you guys have revenue yet, or clear path to revenue and profitability?
So we're still pre-revenue. As we had said, we're going to be launching hopefully in the next few weeks. And even with limited professionals on the platform, we could probably hit profitability by the end of 2016.
Okay, great.
Yep.
And then I don't think I talked to you guys about the size of the market. How big is the market for something like this?
Yeah, so I mean, focusing on personal trainers, which is our core focus right now, there's 300,000 personal trainers in the United States alone.
Wow.
And we actually found an alarming statistic that 45% of those are kind of independent service providers versus working at a gym.
Okay.
Which speaks volumes for us. That's a lot. We initially thought maybe we'd be looking at 25 to 30%. It's a lot larger than that, which is great because that's our core focus, and then we're going to be going to the trainers in the gyms and trying to help them kind of bridge that gap and become a solopreneur.
Awesome. Well, that's all the questions I had. Is there anything I left out that you guys wanted to talk about?
No, I mean, other than when Podify launches, will I be seeing you on there, Pat, using all the pros?
Absolutely.
Excellent.
I think Bryan is going to be getting out of the personal training business, though, to focus on Podify. I know he's been working 2 full-time jobs for the last year or so. But I'm super excited for you guys. It's a very cool San Diego company. Keep your eye on them. I think they're going to be doing great things and be very successful. This is Patrick Henry from QuestFusion with The Real Deal, What Matters.
Thanks, Pat.
Thanks, Pat.
Thanks, guys, for watching.
Thanks.